class first chapter, that is the third level. As you know, in our 12th class syllabus, there is two books, that is Flamingo and Vistas. In Flamingo, there is 8 chapters, and in Vistas, again 8 chapters and 5 poems. So, today we are going to start with the series of the 12th class, and I want to start with from the Vistas, that is the third level. Today I am here to first to tell you the summary, and then we will forward with the chapter line by line story. Okay, let's start. The Grand Central Station of New York has 2 levels. Okay. Now, this is a story. There is 3 main chapters, 3 main characters. That is Charlie, Sam, and his wife, Louisa. Okay, 3 main characters are there, and the Charlie is the one who got to know that in Grand Central Station there is the 3 levels. Although if you go and search onto the Google that the longest railway station, Grand Central stations, how much levels are there? There are only 2 levels, but the Charlie is the one who got to know that the 3rd level is also there. This is the imaginary story. The 3rd level is not there, but gradually he just manipulating into his mind that maybe there is a 3rd level, and maybe he reached to the 3rd level. Then gradually the story moves like this, that Charlie is a person who is doing his job, and he usually go to the home by the bus, from the office to the home by the bus, but today he take the subway just to reach on time to his wife. That's why he take the Grand Central stations and the subways. He just okay, on the first level there is local buses, and his house is maybe near the city. Okay, like this, from Rohtak to Bohor. Okay, then Bohor is near the Rohtak. Okay, like this, his home is situated like this. Then the Grand Central Station of New York has 2 levels. He is telling us that the Grand Central Station has only 2 levels, but Charlie, the 31-year-old protagonist, I told you that the protagonist is the main character of the story, a city dweller. Who is the protagonist here? The Charlie. The city dweller means city liver person declared that there are 3 and claim to have been there as well. So he is saying like this, that the 3 levels are there, and I am the person who is able to reach to the 3rd level. The 3rd level is a story that views together a psychological journey of the narrator into the past, present, and moves toward the future. Why they write this, the past, present, and the future? Why? You know, when you are in tension, you start imagining a lot of the things. Lot of the things like if you do this, this happened, and if you do this, this will happen, like this. Okay, and this Charlie is a same person like us. He is just so worried into this real world, into this 21st century, a lot of the wars, grudges, and the headache into the job, and when he reached to the home, the lot of the things he have to buy, the rates of the things are also high. Okay, and why past, present, and future? He is psychologically disturbed person, and he go into the past that when he was a child, he lived into the Galesburg, and when he was a child, when he lived into the Galsburg, the things are so cheap. Like 2 rupees chips packet, 1 rupee 1 rupee he got maybe 4 candies, etc., etc. Okay, and he's saying like this in the book also. uh, dozen eggs in 13 cents. Okay, the exact rate is 13 cents of dozen eggs. Okay, so he go to the past, to the Galsburg, and then come back into the present. Why into the present? He just look at his money, his currency, and he is thinking that this currency is not used into the past, because the older currency is of use. And in future, why in future? He wants to spend his life into that particular Galsburg. His future he see into the Galsburg with the lot of the cheapest things. Now, this is the introduction only, and now the summary starts. The story revolves around the key instance where protagonist Charlie chanced upon a third level at the Grand Central Station, New York. Where that Grand Central Station is exactly it is in New York, and he got a chance to reach to the third level. Even though he has been there hundred of times. Look, he traveled more than hundred of times into that particular Grand Central Station, but he never find that third level. But today he find that third level. He had found that third level. Sorry. He was always discovering new tunnels and doorways. Whenever he go in from this door, and he just came out from this door like this. Okay, so he find the different ways just to go inside the Grand Central Station, and just to came back into the from the Grand Central Stations. So he kept on when he found a new level where he knew should have only 2. He knew that only the 2 levels are there. To him, Grand Central Station was always growing like trees, pushing out new tunnels and corridors. Look, the Grand Central Station is a developing one station, and whenever he go there, maybe a new building, a new tunnel is there, or he can we can say like this, that the new corridor is always there. So the Charlie got confused each and every time, and he is saying like this, that a Grand Central Station is growing like a tree. To his surprise, the third level was completely different and old-fashioned. Okay, now this paragraph shows us when he go to the third level, what he find there. He find there that the third level is completely different. Why? Because the old fashion is there. Because the past, when he was a child, whatever the dressing sense is there, he just saw there on the third level. He noticed that the locomotive, the brass patterns. What are the locomotives? That transport which are in the past, the shapes of the transports are different. And what is the brass pinners? After having a pan and you split into that particular container, that is known as the brass spittons. And the naked glass lights. What is a glass light? Lalten. Lalten is known as a glass light. Belong to 18 and 90 something. Women fashion further confirmed his doubt. And when he saw a particular woman, that woman, how she dressed up, that just reduced his doubt into his mind, that yes, I am on the third level and I am entered into the past somewhere, because the dressing sense is also related somewhere to the past. He now desired to visit Galsburg. where he spent his childhood. That is a Galsburg, I told you, and he want to spend and we want to visit that particular Galsburg village. For he saw it as his chance to go back to peaceful time. Because of that particular third level, he got a chance to go to the Galsburg. That's why to the peaceful time he want to visit. However, he was called out for trying to pay the fare with money that was completely different from the one used those days. Now, he don't want to go without a ticket. He just want to buy a ticket. It is a fare ticket that he is going to give the money to that particular ticket collector, and then he get a ticket and then go to the Galsburg. That is the procedure what he want to do, but then he got to know that whatever the pesos, whatever the currencies he is having is not valid into that third level, and now he has to just change it into the old currency. Charlie this ran back out into the present. Then he go to the second level into the present. He never found the third level again. And when he go back to the second level, then he didn't find the third level. Third level is just left somewhere behind. When he told his psychiatrist, then he came back and just all these type of things that he go to the third level and then came back. Then he see all the type of things that gas lights, that sprinters, that old-fashioned lady, etc. And all these things he tell to his friend, that psychiatric friend. His name is Sam. The letter told Charlie that it must be him looking for an escape and suggest he can. That particular friend tell to the Charlie that you are unhappy into this world. You are doing a job 9 to 5, maybe 9 to 6 like this, and you are unhappy into your life. That's why you want to escape from this 21st century and you want to go into the 19th and the 18th century. That's why you are thinking into your imagination that you reach to the third level, but the third level doesn't exist into this world. Ironically, his psychiatric friend disappeared, and in the end, here in the end, okay, ironically, after some time, that particular person, psychiatric friend, disappeared. And when Charlie found a note from him, and what Charlie got from the Sam, he found a letter, or I can say a note also, addressed to him from 1894, and on that particular letter address is 1894, and Sam write that letter to Charlie. He leaned how happy his friend Sam was living into the 1980s. In his imagination, he got that particular letter and he was thinking that Sam living his life into the Galsburg into the 80s, a happy life, and I have to still search to that Grand Central Station's third level. I and my wife are still searching that particular third level, and just found that third level, we will go to the Galsburg and live happily with the Sam. Okay. And one more thing into that summary, that the Charlie's wish is that for the green fields. Okay. And in the 21st century, he is a psychiatrist. Now, from here the chapter starts. We will do, I think, a little bit of the chapter also. Have you ever had any curious experience which others find hard to believe? What is a curious experience? Okay, you see something and the other person doesn't know about that, and you say to your friend that I have seen this and this like this, and what type of experience you are having when you are speaking to your friend about that unwanted situation or about that unpleasant situation. The president of the New York Central and the New Haven and Hartford Railway would swear on a stack of timetables that there are only two. Into all these newspapers, into all these New Yorks, into all these Hartford railway stations, they are swearing that only the two levels are there. That Grand Central Station's two levels, but I saw there are three because I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. But what Charlie saying? Charlie saying that I got the third level. Whoever is saying that the two levels are only there, and in the newspapers in the New York Centrals, they all, each and every person are mentioning that only the two levels are there. But I am the person who find the third level. Yes, I have taken the obvious step. Yes, I am the person who just take that first step on that third level. I talked us to a psychiatric friend of mine among others. Whoever are just roaming here and there on that particular third level, he didn't speak with that persons. He didn't discuss that I am into the third level, I am into the past like this. But he discussed all this with his psychiatric friend. I told him about the third level at the Grand Central Station, and he said it was a waking dream, wish fulfillment. He said I was unhappy. Why he was unhappy? Because once he found the third level, then again, what happened? He came back into the present, into the second level, and then he never find that third level. That is the unhappy situation for him. That made my wife kind of mad, but he explained that the ment of modern world is full of insecurity. What he is saying? He is saying that when he go back and tell all these type of things to his wife just starts scolding him and saying that you are going to be mad. The third level didn't exist into the world. Because you want to escape from this modern world, because this modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and all the rest of it. And that I just want to escape, because you want to escape from all these type of things. That's why you are saying that I find the third level. Well, who doesn't? Everybody I know wants to escape. Everybody knows that I want to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level at the Grand Central Station. But they didn't reach to that third level. I am the person who reached to the third level, who found that third level. But that is the reason he said, and my friend all agreed. Everything point to it, they claimed. My stamp collecting, for example. And whoever got to know my wife, my psychiatric friend, that I reached to the third level, they say to me that you are a person who is collecting into the free time the stamps, and who wants to escape from that particular world. The stamp collecting, for example, that is a temporary refuge from the reality. When you are collecting the stamp, this is a temporary refuge, means escape from the reality. Well, maybe, but my grandfather didn't need any refuge from reality. Okay, maybe I want to just take an escape from the reality, but did my grandfather also want to escape from that particular world? Things were pretty nice and peaceful, because that time the things are pretty nice and peaceful. So my grandfather is also collecting that stamps, and I too collecting the stamps. Why you are saying like this, that I want to escape from that particular world? That's why that's why I am collecting the stamps. But my grandfather also did all these type of things. That's it for today. If you are having any query, then just write it down into the comment box and I will read, and tomorrow we will discuss further. Thank you so much.